is there a difference between the vaccines available? When we're eligible, are there, which vaccine should transplant recipients take, and does the same type of theory apply whether you're a transplant recipient, candidate, or living donor?
Mhm. So we have right now in Canada two authorized vaccines. So the Pfizer vaccine and the Moderna vaccine. And it's possible that very soon we may have a third vaccine authorized as well. Now, you'll hear in the news and in the medical literature that, for example, the Pfizer vaccine is 95% effective and the Moderna vaccine is 94% effective, and other vaccines may be, 70 or 80% effective, and so on. We actually don't have any information on how effective they're going to be, if you've had a transplant. So at this point, what I would say is that you can get whatever vaccine you are offered, whichever vaccine is available to you. Will we have a choice of which vaccine we want to receive? Probably not, because it will probably be the vaccine that is closest to us. So it's possible that one vaccine center may carry the Pfizer vaccine, the other vaccine center may have Moderna, and you just go to the one that's closest to you. So I think at this point, the message is to basically get whichever vaccine is available to you. Now, is the same thing apply for whether you're pre-transplant or you've already had a transplant or you're a donor? So yes, the same message applies across the board. You should just get the vaccine that is first available to you.
And do the immunosuppressions that transplant recipients take, do they play a role, or do they have an impact on the vaccine? Or could the vaccine interact with the immunosuppression and cause rejection?
So there's no reason to believe that the vaccine will interact with the immune suppression, or that the vaccine will cause rejection. Again, as I mentioned before, we've used vaccines like, let's say, the flu shot for years and years. Transplant recipients have been getting flu shots every year. Some of you get it. You really get it every year, and we have not seen any rejection or any interaction with the immune suppressing medication. Now, the immune suppressing medication could lower the effectiveness of the vaccine. And I think that's something that we will see as time goes on. One thing we've found is that even if immune suppression lowers the antibodies to the vaccine is still protective against a severe disease. So I'll take an example of the flu, for example. Many people will say, well, I got the flu vaccine, but then I still got the flu. But what I say to that is that you got the flu, but you did not end up in the ICU. You did not end up on a ventilator. And it's possible that it'll be the same for COVID vaccine. You may get a very mild case of COVID, but you won't end up in the ICU and you won't end up on a ventilator. So even if the COVID vaccine doesn't work 100% while you're on immune suppression, it should protect you against the complications, the bad disease.